Okay, so after about 4 months, we finally got a new chapter for the main story of One Punch Man, and it's pretty great. I know a lot of us were expecting this to be like King's big chapter, but you know, that's gonna come later. But instead, we got quite the curveball here, and we're getting Bang's backstory for the first time, pretty much, and Bomb, but to a lesser extent. So we're opening up with the continued fight between Garou and Bang, and we're seeing that Bang is now definitely taking some serious damage. And after they split up, we see Garou go into a new stance, and it turns out that this is called the Explosion Release Fist. This is like the third main style that we're hearing about here, at least between the brothers, but we'll get into that. So Bomb is like, how does he know that? And Bang says, while Garou was fleeing the dojo, he broke into the safe and snuck a look at the scrolls containing secret techniques. I ran in quickly, and he couldn't escape with them at least, so he got a grasp of it with just one reading, that wicked technique. And also just further showing how outrageous of a prodigy slash martial arts genius that Garou is. But then Bang says, to think I'd have to settle things with Garou, as well as my past self at the same time. And that triggers us to go into a flashback here, and we're seeing Prime Bang for the first time in the actual story. Before this, Prime Bang was kind of like a legend, not just within the world of One Punch Man, but also like within our world, because I think like 3 years ago or something, Murata just, quickly drew up a sketch of what Bang and Bomb look like in their prime. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with this. I mean, we've been talking about it since he released those images. I mean, I've made at least 3 videos on this subject alone. So it's just so satisfying that we're actually getting to see what was going on with these guys back in the day. And it turns out that he was on his Sigma male grind set. And this goes back to what he just said, to think I'd have to settle things with Garou as well as my past self at the same time. He was very much like Garou, except, he had different interests than Garou, such as like women and partying. And it's at this point where it's revealing that Explosion Released Fist was his original style, and his original moniker was Wind of Blood Bang. But before we get into it, you guys like getting these translations the day the chapter is dropped, right? Well, that's because our boy Vibhab and his team make it possible. And in my opinion, they don't really get the support that they deserve. So I want to put his Patreon on spotlight here. It's purely just for support. You're not paying for any kind of service or anything. So please check out his Patreon. I'll have the link in the description. So then Prime Bomb shows up, and another surprise here. Not Prime Bomb so much because we knew what he looked like, but we never really saw the neck down. And it turns out that he was an absolute unit in his prime. I mean, this guy was not missing any meals or protocols. So it turns out back in the day, Bomb showed up to set Bang straight, and we quickly come to see the difference between Sigma male grind set Bang going against the Dark Alpha Bomb. And unfortunately, we don't get to see what happened in the battle. And I know a lot of us were looking forward to that because Murata did say that they were unstoppable, which led a lot of us to assume that, oh my God, were these guys like above dragons, or what was going on with them? That still remains to be seen, but the end result was Bomb just washing Bang. Washed him so bad, in fact, that he completely changed his life. And then we get a narration saying that Bang was the real deal. Therefore, he understood. His fist was filled with killing intent from the start to finish, but his elder brother's fist had none the entire time. That is very important dialogue there. He had a sense that he lost because he wasn't broad-minded enough. After that, Bang sealed his Explosion Release Fist. Then, after many years of training, he developed the ultimate defensive art, the Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist. Then, taking after his brother, he opened a dojo. So we're finally getting the connective tissue there, from like Bang being a Sigma male to Bang becoming the master of the Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist. Then going further, we see Bang joining the Hero Association and Bomb finding out, and Bomb eventually reuniting with Bang to help him take down Garou. And this is all showing that Bomb really did play a huge part in Bang's spiritual renaissance Renaissance, I guess. And it's also showing the parallels to what's happening in real time. Bomb saved Bang, and now Bang wants to save Garo. Then we come back to their fight, and Bomb's like, if you use your explosion released fist, perhaps. And then we see Bang having the opportunity to use it, but he decides not to. Then we see Bang get knocked back to Bomb, and he's like, looks like I'm getting through. Watch carefully, big bro. Then Bang says, I know this should reach anyone possessing your level of talent. You can hear it, can't you? The voice hidden within my fists. Then Bang hits him with a verbal spirit bomb, and he says, after this incident, I'll retire from being a hero. Once I do that, Garo, the two of us will be master and disciple once more. Let's start over from the beginning. How about it, Garo? And then this just sets Garo off and his eyes start to crack. This goes back to what we were talking about when this version of Garo was first revealed. We speculated that this wasn't like the true Garo. Like he was in this like feral, unconscious type of state, similar to how he was when he first met Darkshine. Like the monstrification like overwhelming his personality. And he was able to snap out of it against Darkshine, after getting knocked in the head. But Bang was able to do it with words. And also like the ultimate thing that Garo probably wants to hear. Now, is that going to happen? Are they going to be student and disciple again? I honestly don't know. I really hope so. I think that would be incredible. But first, we need to see how this arc ends because one of them could die. But anyway, we're cutting back to the cadre battle and we're seeing Genos getting dominated by Black S while simultaneously trying to still save Tatsumaki, who is like barely holding on at this point. Then we get a number drop on Black S after Garo like takes out 3 of his clones. He says, with that, there's only 449 billion remaining of me. So I think this is the first time that we're getting a number on Black S, and it's pretty high, right? But to be honest, it's actually kind of low. And I'm not gonna tell you what the full number of Black S is because it hasn't been revealed yet, but I'll say that most of that went into making Golden S, and it's kind of lining up with the numbers from the webcomic. So I'll just say that there's not really that much Black S left, believe it or not. Or maybe there is, maybe it's changed in the manga's continuity, but just in my opinion, I don't think it has. And then the chapter ends with Torso Genos protecting Tatsumaki by covering her and having like this internal monologue. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter in the comments. What do you think is going to happen with Genos and Tatsumaki and Bang? Let me know. And if you like the video, guys, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.